never know what y'all want me to be. Then when I am that, y'all not satisfied. So I'm gonna be everything that I'm gonna be selfish. Because I will be selfish. I'm going to be this. I'm going to be that. Basically, I'm going to give you my ass to kiss. You're going to kiss it and like it. Because at this point, I don't know what else you want from me. I feel like she needs to walk around with that Jennifer Love Hewitt meme on her shirt. What do you want from me?
Oh, yes.
I know she did last summer because it's really giving. What do you want from me?
Queen P.R, Krista B, those wrestling girls, TWG, Black Excellence, making it effortless. Podcast bringing up women and wrestling. Let's go.
Hey everybody, what's going on? We're back. It's your favorite girls, those wrestling girls. It's your girl Krista
and
B.
Queen P.R.
And we are back in the studio, as you can see. Okay?
It felt good.
I think it's because it's game day.
It's game
You
day.
were wearing the Knicks hoodie, which I love.
Thank you.
So cute.
Shout out to Marshalls.
Okay, we love a Marshalls.
Love a Marshalls.
We love a Marshalls.
And you know if it's there on your side, you gotta buy it.
You gotta buy it.
It's not gonna be there when you come back. Yes.
It's gone.
Exactly.
That's a really cute
Thank
sweater.
you. And I was able to get Latrice one.
Okay.
So it's lit. We record in Midtown.
We do.
So I saw so many Knicks fans.
We're in the heart of it right now.
The game is in
MSG.
Oh, okay,
tonight.
Yeah. It's lit in the streets.
So I'm running home.
Yes,
because I don't want to be caught in this. I don't want to be caught in this.
Oh yes,
we're right here.
Yeah, it's gonna be hectic. It does feel good though, because this is like the first time in a long time, like New York. All of New York is rooting for the Knicks, and we have hope.
But it's not only just the Game 6 today; it's also the Subway Series, Mets and Yankees.
Oh my God! And the WNBA starts today.
Yeah,
too. So this is a big sports day. It's a big sports day. A great day for TWG to be back in the studio.
This feels so good. To be back in the
really
studio.
Like
does. We're literally standing in the middle of blessings and prayers right now.
Oh my God!
Like April almost took us out, but May was like,
hold on. Tried it. I'm gonna give that to you, April, in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Yeah.
Y'all tried it, but nothing is taking TWG down.
Period.
Like, there is so much that we have to be.
Because y'all got hands, but we got weapons.
Exactly. And the main, we got that main supporter. That,
okay.
I've been. What did my mom say? You're crawling and you need to now look up to God. And I got chills when she said that to me. And it was exactly like, I've had a tough few months. And I was like, that's exactly what I was doing. Like, I'm getting chills right now. Like, I wasn't looking up. And as soon as I started to do that, everything fell into
on the
place.
Main line.
Yes. And that's one thing. Line. If you listen to this show, we trust and believe in God, and that is why we are back in the studio, feeling good.
Feeling good, girl.
Feeling good. Yes.
We are good. So, of course, we have to talk wrestling.
Yes, we do.
We have to talk wrestling.
I think we gotta get into it a little bit.
Just a little.
know.
So, first and foremost, I think we should start off by saying rest in peace, Sabu.
Yes.
I believe that we saw him in Philly.
I think we did. I think we did.
We didn't get any pictures with him or of him. I'm sure he's in somebody's B-roll somewhere, but I do think he was there.
I think so too.
Such a hardcore legend.
Yeah.
So amazing.
He's one of those people you think is gonna live forever just because of everything that
they gone through.
Yeah, like you're just like, wait, what took you out? Like, and then the Sheik's Dark Side coming out.
I loved watching that.
That was good.
It was so good.
I didn't know much about him.
Me neither.
I was like, oh, okay.
I'm like, original Sheik. Iron Sheik.
Yeah.
I didn't know that Sabu was related to the original Sheik. I didn't know that was his uncle. I didn't know that he was of Middle Eastern descent. I hope I'm saying that right. I don't want to, be culturally wrong or ignorant. But it was really such a good, because technically, Sabu was in ECW, of course. I wasn't really watching ECW then. So I would have just took him at a younger age. I would have just took him off like a Puerto Rican. Like he like my Puerto Rican
had
Theo.
that skin complexion.
Yeah, and the curly hair. He like my Theo.
I like learning that he was actually like a really swaggy businessman. Like I was like, oh, that's him with the suits and the gold chains. Because you look at him and you like, oh God, he crazy. But then when I like seeing like kind of what he was like before that. But it's interesting, like with Dark Side, it's like they always get people's stories right on time, because I think the same thing happened with New Jack. Like, he died a little while after his dark side or before, or something like that. And it was like, thank God we got to hear his story. So I hope Dark Side just kind of interviews everybody, like, just to have, and then, like, you never know, because I like learning about the wrestlers that that I don't know a lot about, you know. Next week is Daphne's.
Daphne. I have a feeling I'm about to be upset and crying.
Her story is
tough.
Is
very tough. You know, May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and she's one of the few wrestlers who have come out about her mental health struggles. And you know, we're gonna touch more on that next week. That will be our mental health episode. But yeah, so stay tuned for our reviews on the Daphne Dark Side of the Ring episode, because
and other tragic stories about women's wrestlers who have sadly taken their lives or suffer from mental illness, undiagnosed mental illness, and, you know, kind of touch a little bit on that. And then another thing I wanted to talk about today, Rhea Ripley tweeted something about basically fans and how they view women's wrestling, and basically like, y'all make it harder for us to do what we need to do because of y'all commentary, basically. But did you see it? How did you?
I did see it, and I'm like, thoughts? Girl, go off. Say what you gotta say. Because
she's been getting a lot of weird hate lately.
Why hate on Mami?
I don't. It's like, yo, wrestling fans are so fickle, because it was like, wasn't she just like the belle of the ball? And now we're finding reasons not to like her. Like, make it make sense.
Why would we hate on Mami? But honestly, she's right. Like, the way that men, not all men, I'm not gonna say all men, but the ones who are so isolated and in their own box and want to be stuck in the ways of the past. The way that they view women is disgusting. It's like, your mama a woman, you came from a woman, and if your mama ain't treat you well, you probably got a girlfriend somewhere. And if no woman has ever treated you well, like you wanted to build a relationship with, you shouldn't take that on the people that you have no connection with.
Exactly. So she says, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Women's wrestling fan, women deserve better. Same breath, she's sleeping with her boss. That's why she's where she is. She should retire. She doesn't deserve it. She's handed everything and never worked for anything. I hope she gets injured. You guys are the reason it's so difficult to be taken seriously as a women's wrestler. If you put as much effort into your own miserable lives as you put into degrading successful women, then maybe you would accomplish something yourself. And she tweeted that a couple days ago. It has 2.2 million views, and she hit it right on the head.
She did.
Like, right on the head, because it be those same men who retweet the creepy, like those creepy Twitter accounts that like sexualize women in the weirdest way, be those same guys that will retweet that, but then also diminish a women's wrestler.
And then it will be them same guys who be in them same women's faces at the airports, in front of the hotel,
in the bathrooms and shit. Yes.
Or outside of the arena waiting. It'll be them same guys. So pick your poisons. Either you going to hate us, or you going to stand with us. You can't do both.
Exactly. And we've heard it all, just being mostly a women's wrestling podcast. We've seen it all. We've heard it all. Like, it's ridiculous. But if you're not going to respect women's wrestling, if you don't prefer to see Rhea in the championship picture, then shut the fuck up. Just like wait and watch the show, and then when something you like comes on, then fucking do that. But all of this hate and, you know, turning on people, they turned on someone else recently too, and I was just like, wait, I thought we liked him.
Turned on Bianca.
Yes, I was like, I thought these were like fan favorites. Like, what happened here?
Turned on Bianca. Turning on Naomi. Quiet for Zelina. Like,
that's another thing I wanted to talk to you about.
Like, we could get into that,
because I'm very curious. She's the second U.S. champion. How do we feel the run is going, and how do you see it kind of flourishing?
I feel like her run is going good. I mean, she only had it for a couple of weeks now, so I can't sit here and say she's better than Chelsea Green. However, she doesn't make you forget that she's U.S. champion or in her small amount of time that she's had the belt. Like I said previously, there were times where I forgot that Chelsea was champion, and we were there when she won it. And I'm just like, wait a minute, who has the U.S. belt? But now, like, Zelina wants to take that belt to TNA. She wants to take it to NXT. She wants to take it to Raw to challenge other women and give them that opportunity, because she also had that opportunity of, you know, fighting for so long. Like, a few days ago, her and Andrade made their debut on SmackDown, which was 7 years ago. So for her to
7 years,
for her to be nearing to the date where she debuted on SmackDown, but then also winning the championship on SmackDown, her first singles one at that. It's a full circle thing. So why not come into the light and like have other women challenge for the belt and give them more TV shine, give them more TV time.
Right.
I do think that Zelina is definitely going to be a fighting champion, and she's not going to make. She's not going to be as comical with it as Chelsea Green was.
Yeah, I do hope, because I just feel like I feel the opposite where, and also I'm just like a big Chelsea Green fan, and I like how she kind of took the U.S. Championship and made it like her identity, even though like she's not American. She added the like, what does she call them?
The secret Hervis.
Yes, she added them. So like that was very entertaining. I feel like she wrestled Zelina and Mia Yim every week though. That was like my only thing where I was like, I wish she kind of did more with it. But I think she made a good impact being the first champion because she's very her personality. But I think Zelina, like you said, is going to be a different champion, and I hope that the fans catch on, because I do hate to see kind of the lack of crowd reaction for her, especially because, you know, Alexa Bliss being her partner and hearing that pop compared to like
the crickets, Zelina.
It's like you know, because that's our girl. Like I'm like, oh, you know, and I've mentioned it before on the show. Like I want Zelina to find like what her character is more, because I feel like she would connect with fans a little bit more. Like I'm gonna root for Zelina no matter what,
right?
Because we've been fans for a long time, and you know, New York girl, you know,
period.
But I do want to see her have that connection with fans, because I want this championship reign to be like memorable. I don't want it to be like, oh, they just gave Zelina the belt, and you know, no. I want her to like do her thing.
But they can't even say they just gave Zelina the belt. The way Zelina was fighting hard for this belt, there's no way somebody can say and say, oh, they just gave it to her. Now, if it was a Charlotte Flair, then yeah, they just gave it to her. Like, come on now.
My dream for Zelina, I hate to say it, is turn heel.
You want everybody
No, only because Zelina is so good on the mic, and I don't think that it's easier to be a heel than a baby face. And they're trying to make her a baby face, you're not getting a reaction. So why not give her a mic and let her do what she does best? Andrade is right there. Santos is right there. Like, I don't know. That's just always been my dream, because I just think she's so good at it.
I think that they could reunite Andrade and Zelina.
That would be cute.
If it's just them two. You understand? Like, they don't have to be Santos and all the other ones. It could just be Zelina and Andrade coming back from where they started from. And we'll see where it go from there.
Yeah. I that would be my dream. Like, I don't know. But we'll see. It's good to see Alexa Bliss back.
Yeah.
You wanted to talk about her and Charlotte Flair's interaction.
Because it's like, what's next? Because as you guys may or may not know, I write for Pro Football Network, and I wrote about Charlotte and Alexa, or I wrote about Alexa, fans being upset that Alexa is not joining the Wyatt Six, and her interaction with Charlotte, I think, is in that story, and it's just like, what does Alexa have to do with Charlotte? Like, it makes you think, like, is she going to kind of turn her? Is she going to try to like push her to a new level, to new heights? Is she going to try to make her silence and her ominous presence speak more? Because she was essentially having a tantrum. Charlotte was essentially having a tantrum or a diva moment on SmackDown before Alexa was just like, yeah, let's chat. We didn't see Charlotte since. Yeah. Well, we ain't see her on. We saw on social media. We just ain't see her on TV like after that. So I guess we have to see when SmackDown comes on and figure out where that goes.
What is the tea?
Facts. But I'm excited that Alexa's back.
Me too.
We ain't see her since
I actually missed
Rumble.
her.
We ain't see her since Chamber.
Chamber, yes.
We have not seen her since Chamber. I love the pop she gets every time she has Sister Abigail.
It's pretty,
Every time she has Sister Abigail, that pop just goes crazy.
It really does. I like that pop. Do you like Alexa and Zelina possibly tag teaming more often?
Nah. Okay. I think being that Alexa's here now, she has to
do her thing.
She has to do her thing. Yeah. People missed her for a while. She has to do her thing.
And it was her hometown, so it was like, okay.
Right. It makes sense. But I really thought Alexa was going to turn on Zelina in that moment.
I was hoping so. I was just watching Spicy just to happen, but I was hoping so too. I thought that was going to be, because Alexa used to be that person. Like, you could not trust
You can't
her
trust
at
her. She's
all.
like a rattlesnake.
Yes, that
DTA.
is that little rattlesnake. So let's talk about one of our favorite people ever, Becky Lynch. She's fully in her heel era again. Yep. Fully. She did a 3 to 4 minute promo Monday night. Really good. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Yeah, because I wanted to see Bailey and Lyra mix it up. It's kind of like Becky's back, blah, blah. But that promo, I was like, "Ooh, that's why I love you, girl. That's why I love you." Did you agree with a lot of stuff that she was saying?
Hell yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it's like y'all never know what y'all want me to be. Then when I am that, y'all not satisfied. So I'm gonna be everything that I'm gonna be selfish. Because I will be selfish. I'm going to be this. I'm going to be that. Basically, I'm going to give you my ass to kiss. You're going to kiss it and like it. Because at this point, I don't know what else you want from me. I feel like she needs to walk around with that Jennifer Love Hewitt meme on her shirt. What do you want from me?
Oh, yes.
I know she did last summer because it's really giving. What do you want from me?
Yeah, it is.
Like,
it is.
I'm not understanding. But I do hope soon that Bailey comes back and confronts
me too Becky. So I had this vision.
All right, Raven.
I was gonna do that Bailey does a promo that's similar to the pipe bomb, where she just addresses shit. Because if you think about it, she's always the MVP. She always is dedicated. Anytime they need Bailey, she's there. She puts people over. She doesn't have to win all the time. She cares about the other future talent, and it's she never gets that recognition. She's never looked at as the big star. Her interview that she did where she was saying that, what do I need to do? I feel like I'm bringing everything, and I agree with her on that. And I think if she had a moment where she addressed the fans and broke the fourth wall and looked into the camera and basically was just yo, what the fuck, what are y'all doing with me? Because you're basically saying if everything happened the way they say it happened, where Becky came in and was I want to come back, and they just say, okay, Bailey, bye, Becky's back. If that really did happen, that would be really fucked up. And who's to know if that really did happen? Right. And people calling Becky Hogan, because if she is politicking as the biggest women's star, it's not a good look.
Definitely not a good look at all.
Do you think there's any truth to that? Or
Becky politicking?
Yeah.
I don't want to sound mean when I say this. However, it's just if that is, it's Becky, who the hell are you to be politicking? In a sense, let's not forget, I understand, you've been through a lot of struggles. You've been through a lot of shade. You've been through a lot of closed doors. Been in front of a lot of closed doors from when that triple threat match happened at Mania, and then Charlotte and Sasha got their dolls, and you sitting there and you didn't get yours, and you was a part of that match. You coming out doing the Irish jig in the very beginning of your program. I understand, you trying to find your way, then you becoming a man. But don't be out here politicking. Be humble. Humble yourself. And that's my advice for everybody. Just humble yourselves, because as fast as y'all climb that ladder to get that brass ring, is as fast that ladder could fall, break, get chopped down, and that brass ring is out of your hands.
Period.
So please just humble yourself. If you really did that to Bailey, and that's supposed to be your fellow 4 horsewomen, that is fucked up.
And she's on your level. She's it's not y'all were oh, we were gonna give this newbie a chance, but you know what, Becky wants to come back, let's just change the plan. Bailey is one of the 4 horsewomen. I feel she is on Becky's level as far as fans loving her, wrestling. I think her and they don't, one doesn't have something that the other doesn't have. Well, I don't know. Becky is special. I mean, so is Bailey. I don't know. They're just special. Different, I guess.
They're special, but they all have they different attributes, which kind of sets them apart from others. Right. So humble yourselves for real.
I do I saw that Bailey took some of the released stars to dinner. I was wow, that's so.
I mean, I did hear that Bailey would definitely pick up the tab.
Oh,
I think it was either Bleacher Report or they was asking these series of questions, and it was just who will be the one to pay for dinner? And Bianca was like, Bailey.
Oh.
And she was like, I still owe her money, and Bailey won't let me pay her back.
Oh, see?
Yeah.
And look, we just hear all good things about Bailey as a person. Like, come on.
Bailey, you could take us out.
I mean, if you
dinner.
want to, you know, we have a lot to talk about.
We could talk strategy and stuff and whatnot.
We got you, girl. We big Bailey fans over here, but I'm ready for her to come back.
Same.
For sure. Even, and I want her to be contending. Like, if Becky ends up winning the U.S. championship at some point, like, let Bailey be the one to take it off her or some shit.
You mean the IC championship?
Yeah.
You say U.S.
Yeah, IC. Like, let her take that. Or even something. Like, I just need them to realize what they have, you know, before it's too late. Or, you know, sometimes you got to bet on yourself, too. And if I owned a wrestling company, I wouldn't want to lose a player like Bailey. Okay. Somebody that's so dependable, cares, knows what she's doing, loves wrestling. Like, I think they need to treat her right before it's too late.
For sure. I absolutely
Before it's
agree.
too late, yeah.
Justice for Bailey.
Justice for Bailey. And don't forget, we do have our TWG hotline, and we want to hear from you. Do you agree? Is Bailey being kind of overlooked? I don't want to use the term buried, but, you know, what are we doing with Bailey? I want to know from you guys. What's next? What needs to happen? Do you think that she is on the same level as Becky or not? Do you think, because Becky and Lyra did have history, so it wasn't an out of nowhere thing for Becky to be involved at the same time. But let me know what you guys think. What's the number, Krista?
929-269-2501. You just wanted to dance. You just wanted to dance.
Do another thing. Okay, so there are other rumors about Evolution 2.
Oh my God.
Now, I don't like to, you know, get my hopes up because I think they post that like every few months, like, oh, rumored Evolution 2 is happening. But I've been seeing more and more, and it's seeming like it might be a little bit more realistic this year.
Yeah, they're talking about 7 to 8 matches.
Wow.
All female matches. No men involved. And you know Evolution is near and dear to us.
I know.
Like,
that would be such a full circle moment.
Full circle moment.
WWE.
Fly us out to Atlanta.
Seriously. Oh, is that where it's going to be?
I believe it's in Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
Because seriously, this is how those wrestling girls was created.
Yes.
We went to the first Evolution in Long Island.
Yes.
And then the next day, we literally recorded our very first episode where we recapped Evolution, where we talked about our love for wrestling, where we talked about being WWE fans since day one.
Mm-hmm.
Like, at this point, it's time for you guys to, like, fly us out.
Yeah, I mean, like, seriously, if it wasn't for the Evolution pay-per-view, I don't want to say that we wouldn't have moved forward with the podcast, but it put us in, like...
It wouldn't have ignited us.
Yeah, like, we put our foot on the gas. Like, okay, this is, like, fate. Like, we want to do a women's wrestling podcast, and then they're doing the first women's pay-per-view, and it's in New York, and we got to go. It's time. So if we're doing a second one, come on.
You got to have us there.
We got to be involved.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Like, we need to speak to because...
I have a question, and I want to know also from our listeners to call the hotline. What would you see? Let's say it is in September, like the rumors are saying.
You mean July?
Oh, it's saying July? Oh, July. I saw a tweet that said September. Okay, July. If it is in July, what is the main event?
Main event will be triple threat: Jade, Naomi, Bianca.
Ooh, that would be perfect. Honestly, that would be perfect
because more stuff gonna come out. It's probably gonna come out that night. Bianca had a hand in the whole Jade attack.
Hand.
And now. You know, Jade is like, forget you, Bianca. But then now Naomi's also like, forget you, Bianca, because you made me take all the brunt.
Yeah, also,
the entire time.
You clearly haven't been answering her text messages.
Right. Nor Tez neither. Somebody, she going to show up at your house. Was y'all answer? Yeah. Oh, my gosh.
Who's winning it, though? I can't say right now. I want to see more juicy tidbits come out, and then I feel like I can make my... determination on who I think should win.
I wouldn't even know.
I can't even think of a main event that would hit more than that right now in the women's division.
True.
If we did do Evolution in like 2 months, I think that should definitely be the main event. As much as the first Evolution, I was like, oh my God, there's a Battle Royal. Blah, blah. But then that Battle Royal was lit.
That Battle Royal was
It was booked
fun.
so well. It had the right amount of legends, the right amount of newbies. It was very entertaining. So if that's a way to put all the women on the card, I'm not mad at it because it could be done very well.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree.
And it's funny because someone posted recently the dark match before Evolution was Rhea Ripley and I want to say Dakota Kai.
Really?
Somebody posted, and I was like, I remember that, but I wasn't familiar enough with the two of them at the time to appreciate it. But now I'm like, oh shit, that was the dark match.
Dang, I don't think I remember that.
And Rhea was very different. Rhea was very different at that time.
Different.
She looked like a baby. She had blonde, real blonde hair. Very different. Shout out to Dakota Kai. I hope she lands on her feet. We hate when, that time of year comes when releases happen, but I do feel like wrestling is thriving in such a way that hopefully everyone sort of lands on their feet. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Jakara Jackson.
Oh yeah, she changed her name on Instagram.
Oh.
I think it's Masara or something.
Damn, that's when you know it's official and they're like, taking it out the bio, taking it out the handle. Mm-hmm. So one thing that we talked about in the group chat was Willow Nightingale, our girl. She just re-signed with AEW for a few years. How do we feel about that?
I'm cool with it. Mm-hmm. Why would I not be? I mean, to be honest, I feel like TNA and sometimes AEW are kind of on the same playing field, but if you go to WWE and if you put her in NXT, I feel like she could be great. I think she'd be a
star in NXT.
But then if you move her up to the main roster, then it's kind of like where will we place her? So at least with now, she can still continue her feud or restart her feud with Mercedes because I feel like there's unfinished business there. You have Chris Statlander, you have Toni Storm, you have Mariah. Well, Mariah may be coming to WWE. I'm not sure yet, but you have all these other women who you can definitely build a feud battle with. You can definitely do more where you can definitely take them outside of their comfort zone, just like they could take you outside of your comfort zone. Not saying that the women in WWE can't, but I feel like right now her staying in AEW is the better option.
I think so too. And what's the rush?
Yeah, there's no rush.
There's no rush to get to WWE. Take your time. Cook a little bit more AEW. She clearly has a lot of opportunities there. They clearly like her. She gets a lot of TV time. But yeah, I agree with you. Cook there a little more. And then when you're ready to pop up, and I've been really appreciating the pop-ups, the surprises, the returns. Shout out to Aleister Black and Rusev. Aleister Black, okay, I need to take a second and just talk about him.
Aleister Black.
Yes.
No disrespect.
Girl.
No disrespect,
he
but
is
love me.
it. The promos, the black suits, and then the thing about Aleister Black is you could like his entrance, you could like his promos, you could like how he dresses and how he talks. I love his tone of voice. I'm just all in. But what is great about him is he's gonna back it up in the ring, and it's gonna be a really good match.
He's gonna hit somebody with a black mask.
And who else? And then Mello, him and Mello. I was yes, give it to me, please.
That was really good. Not give it to me.
I love it. Book it.
But no, that was really a good match.
Yeah.
I want to see Aleister up against Jacob.
Me too.
That'll be. Child.
Did Aleister win gold in WWE? I think he might have been NXT champion, but I don't know if he won a championship on the main roster. But this could be the time. I like what they're doing with Rusev. You happy to have him back? Yeah,
Rusev is cool. I just want to see what's going on with him. Because him fighting Otis and Tozawa.
I need more.
Yeah.
I need more than that. And then having him back, Zelina as champion, that's a good look for the two of them. Okay, so he was NXT champion and NXT tag team champion, but he has not been
on the main roster.
On the main roster, so I feel like this might be the opportunity. But I was going there to say that I appreciate AEW now because it gives wrestlers time to kind of cook a little bit more, and then we get the experience of having them return and it being amazing. So Willow, we'll see you.
Yeah, girl, we'll
see you in a few years. It's okay. We'll be watching. We still some of your your biggest fans.
Period.
Is there anyone else in AEW or you've seen like on the indies where you're like, okay, when are they gonna sign?
That's a good question. I feel like there's quite few of them.
Yeah. I can see Mariah May. Like those rumors, I was like, that kind of makes sense to me. Keep her in NXT for a while. I think that would be dope.
Oh, I could see Mariah May and Jada Parker square up.
Ooh, I'm here for that.
Yep. Who else did I want to see on this main roster from anywhere? I feel like if Willow was to come to NXT, her and Jordan Grace could square up.
Jordan Grace, like, when I watch her in NXT, it feels like she's always been there. Like, she don't seem new to me. I'm like, oh, girl, you just came to where you had to go to.
You just got here. What are you talking about?
Like, hey, girl. That tag team match was good, too.
On NXT?
Yeah.
I didn't see.
NXT was, it was cooking. Jordan Grace and Stephanie against Julia and,
Roxanne?
Yes.
Can we give it up for Julia and Roxanne, though?
Yes, I've been loving them.
They literally are coming in here and they're killing it. Although it's at the expense of Io Sky.
Like, that girl, she like, leave me alone.
Right. She came in, she killed it. She is literally doing what she needs to do. And people are already thinking, like, yo, is this like an early call-up? It's like this her being called up already to the main roster. So give it up to Julia.
Yeah.
Give it up for Dakota Kai. I'm sorry, not Dakota Kai.
Roxanne Perez.
I'm thinking of Dakota Kai because there's a clip that came up between, and I know Io was in that tag team match, but it was like, who would you choose? It was either between her and Io. Shout out to the Wrestling Classic. So that's how I put Dakota Kai.
Got you.
Yeah, Roxanne Perez. I think didn't Roxanne already get called up during that trade and thing?
I don't remember because then she was, and that's another thing that I wanted more of was Bayley and Roxanne, and then they kind of just like abandoned it, and then she was back on NXT, and then now they're kind of doing that thing where they're not called up, but they'll have a match, but I don't.
No, but I feel like Roxanne was called up
officially.
Yes, I feel like she was called up. She was drafted or whatever, and then she's kept working her in NXT. So I'm confused about that. But Roxanne's definitely one of the youngest ones doing it, and she's doing an amazing job at it. And her heel, like she's one person I don't want to ever see babyface. I want to keep her as a heel.
Okay. I agree. I think, yeah.
Yeah, and then for Julia to like join forces with her.
And I don't know, because she also said there was no we. It's just they have common enemies. So I don't know what's happening there. Roxanne, you got history with these tag team friendships. And a quick correction, they didn't face Roxanne and Julia. They just faced off with them. They faced Fatal Influence.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Fatal Influence. That's another, like, the releases. Like, I miss Metaphor. Like, I really wanted them to do... Like, I really was just kind of waiting for them to have the championships and then ultimately get to the main roster and have the championships and then maybe go their separate ways. But it is what it is.
It is what it is at the end of the day.
It is what it is. But NXT is cooking. They have a pay-per-view coming up on the 25th.
Battleground.
And I think they might have booked a championship match for it already. And I hate to say this, but none of the men in NXT like have me as like tuned in as the women.
Well, duh.
You know, like it's not, or I should say it's not memorable. You know what I mean? So Stephanie Vaquer and Jordan Grace battle for the NXT Women's Championship. That's gonna be a good.
That's gonna be a good match.
That in Tampa.
That's gonna be a good match.
That's gonna be a good match.
But, I don't know.
Yeah.
But can we also talk about real quick Mercedes Monet's breakdown because she lost one of her belts?
Finally.
Okay, because we tired.
It was about that time.
We are tired.
Tired.
So yeah, I'm happy for that.
I enjoyed that.
So maybe I'll like boost her character and stuff now because I don't like what she's doing I don't like the character the way that she's going. I'm not saying I don't like what she does in the ring because she's amazing, but at the same time, I don't feel like she has people that are really on her level, like Charlotte was,
right,
like, or Bianca. Like, I don't think she really has people on this. So it's like she has to carry, but she doesn't want to carry, and it kind of shows.
It's not giving.
It's
showing. Not giving. And then you have so many championships. And AEW's problem is they already have too many championships, and then you have one person holding 4.
It makes no sense.
You know, I know she dropped one recently, but after a while, it just got so obnoxious. Like, it's like, girl, come on. Yeah, it makes no sense. You know, and I agree with what you said. Like, no one seems on her level. Like, good thing her and Willow already had history, so that was good, and Willow can bring it with her, I think. But then her, what's the girl's name that had the puppet? She's so good. I forgot her name. She's so good. But they had a feud, and that was entertaining because the puppet thing was dope. But then there's no one else unless she goes for Toni Storm and the women's championship. But then you got to drop them other mid card titles first. So it's like, at that point, am I even interested anymore? I don't know, which is weird because I never thought I would ever say that about Mercedes. But I mean, good for you, girl. We'll see you when you come back home.
Okay.
We'll see you when you come back
home.
Home
is where the heart is. Come on, stop playing.
Okay, so I have a question because I don't think I ever heard your opinion on Nikita Lyons, or maybe I have asked you because she is trending right now. Well, she was trending when the releases were announced because a lot of people were like, "How do you drop this person and then keep Nikita Lyons on?" And then recently she was in TNA and she wrestled with
Crimson Chin.
Yes, she did. And a lot of, her moveset goes viral because people are weirdos. But do you like her in TNA? Do you think she's gotten better? Like, what are your, does she have a future in wrestling?
I haven't really followed her because every time I try to, she always ends up getting injured. Her beatdown of Tessa was amazing. Chef's kiss. I don't know. To be honest, I don't know where she stands in my book right now. I'm not going to sit here and be like, I don't like her, because that would be a lie. She's okay. But I don't know where she stands in my book right now, as in, like, would I want to see her more in NXT or in TNA? Because I know for a fact she's not ready for main roster, so that's not even going to happen. Yeah, but I'm at a loss. I don't know.
I guess we need more time to see. I don't want to judge. Like, I don't like people that do like black scent, like try to like take on black mannerisms, and then like that's your gimmick and your personality. And a lot of her promos is like, yeah, because I'm about to get that. Like, it's very like,
is she white passing?
What you mean?
Like, she's black but looks
Nikita's white.
Like completely
white. Also rumored to be a Trump supporter as well, and an All Lives Matter person. But then her character's like, yeah, because I'm about to get in, like, very, you know what caricature I'm talking about. So it's very cringe. It doesn't seem like herself. But then I would see her.
That probably is herself, and she probably got friends that let her say nigga.
I would not be surprised. Because I saw her in one of Jakara's vlogs, and her actual, what it seems like is her natural personality is actually way more appealing than when she tries to put on this like other persona. So I'm like, what's the disconnect there? Also, there are other better wrestlers that were released recently from NXT, and I do have to ask, like, why? What is it about Shawn Michaels see in her that maybe he didn't see it in a Jakara Jackson or some of the other really talented women that got released recently?
I'm just so upset. Like, we're older than her.
Really?
She's older than us.
She's older than us?
No, we're older than her.
Oh, how old?
And she looks older than us.
She does. 20s?
5.
She's 20. I tried to like push my chair back, but it's not moving. She looks, you look 30.
You look 40. Like
wow. Okay. I really thought she was at least our age. Okay. Wow. Okay. That's
Lash is another
interesting.
one.
Interesting. How old is Lash?
28. She just turned 28.
Oh, wow. Okay. She's beautiful. I just thought she was like our age.
Yeah, like, I'm just so confused as to what's happening. Like, where do we stand? Because at this point, I was told today I look like I'm at least 12.
You do look really young.
I was buying 2 big bottles of liquor. course, everybody gonna say I look 12.
I would card you probably. If you walked into my liquor store, I'd be like,
at least not 12. At least give me 17.
I would give you like, why are you like 19 trying to buy?
Right. You can wait 2 more years.
Like,
Wait 2 more years.
I was hanging out with my young ass coworkers last night. And they're like, oh my God, I'm going to be 27, I'm going to be 28. And it was like, Pat, how did you feel? Like, how you feel? Because they thought I was like around their age. And I was just like, girl, I was born in 1990. They was like, shut up. I was like, yeah.
Period.
Yeah, but thank you.
Right. Listen, I always say black don't crack unless you crack it.
Black don't crack.
Black don't crack unless you crack it. Unless you mess with it, unless you manipulate it.
Exactly.
Once you got that fountain of youth going,
you good.
Keep drinking your water, let it overflow.
Are good.
Okay?
Oh, should we congratulate? When I thought Black Don't Crack, and then I started thinking, and then went to Bianca's beautiful face, and I was just like, oh my God, her husband also. But he's now officially in the Boys and Girls Club Hall of Fame.
Yes,
that is
congratulations,
really
Montez.
dope. Because I know a lot of like friends who like their lives literally was saved by the Boys and Girls Club.
I don't know anybody who's in Boys and Girls Club, but I know a lot of things, or I've heard a lot of great things about it. So anybody who goes in there, congrats to them for being saved.
Great
so
opportunities.
Montez, congratulations to you.
He joins a really prestigious group. I think Denzel Washington is in the Hall of Fame. So congratulations, Montez. I just watched on the train the
Bianca and
crying.
Yo, I was in tears yesterday watching that.
Crying. They are so funny.
They're funny. They're cute. They're made for each other.
They really are. I really love them. They're like one of my favorite couples. Speaking of, Big E got engaged. I don't know if we talked about it yet on the show.
Not talked about it yet. And I was not even going to send it to the group, but it was you who sent it.
I see it? No, I think it was like the first thing on my Instagram. And I was like, oh my God.
Like as soon as I saw it, I'm like, I'm not sending this to P. I'm not.
I am very happy for them.
Be like, we need to do a prayer circle around P.
I'm very happy for them. Congratulations. I talked to them at WaleMania.
I did too.
Chris is very nice, very sweet. She's very, very beautiful. She's one of those people, like, she's photogenic. But I don't mean this in a bad way, but pictures don't do her justice.
That's true.
She has a very beautiful face, her bone structure, beautiful smile. She was very nice, very welcoming. And I like how, like, because before we've been to WaleMania and E is in it usually, like, and I love that they're like, oh, we're not gonna stay long. Like, they are kind of like in their own little bubble, and I really love that for them.
Yeah, for sure.
Because we were, we're like, oh, so like, what are you up to this week? And they was like, we're chilling. They didn't even go to Hall of Fame. They was like, we are chilling. We're doing this. We got plans. I was like, good for y'all.
Shit, we ain't go to Hall of Fame either. We turned out fine.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't want to go because my ass probably would have been right there with fucking Jay with the sunglasses, like
just not
like the jet lag already was kicking our asses. So imagine we listening to Triple H talk for fucking an hour.
We like, excuse me, what?
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, the game.
Woo!
I mean, Well,
listen, I'm gonna watch the rest of it from upstairs.
Yes,
okay?
yes.
Watch this from my room, from my bedroom.
So we already, we got through Mania, we Backlash, check out our recap. We did a live recap right after the show. Check that out on YouTube. But now we're gearing up for Money in the Bank. And then we're also, what's in our sights is the biggest party of the summer. SummerSlam in New York. August.
Welcome home.
Yes, it feels really good, especially after Vegas, to just be like, oh, it's right in our backyard.
Hopping in the core.
Yes, but
in Jersey, I hope y'all got y'all shit together because
by
right now,
then,
y'all on strike.
Sheesh.
Y'all are on strike, and I got to see Chris Brown the following week.
And we need to bro.
If he get out of jail,
bruh,
I gotta see him that following week. So
Come
don't
on,
me.
Yeah, get it together, because then traffic is gonna be a fucking. Even if you drive, it's gonna be insane if there's no fucking trains. That's true.
I'll be in my car.
That's
I won't be around people. Especially at night.
Oof.
I won't be.
It's getting home. The getting there part will be fine. It's like the getting back that sounds like crazy.
Shit, I will book a hotel in Jersey if I need to. In the words of my bae, the Four Seasons. Because no, I'll go home. I'll make him drive. If I'm driving there, he gotta drive back.
Oh, Chris Brown concert?
No. Chris coming to SummerSlam.
Oh, to SummerSlam, yeah.
If I drive there, he driving back.
New Jersey Transit, get it together. But if you are planning on going to SummerSlam, if you're planning on traveling to New York, let us know in the comments, tweet us, Instagram us, let us know, because we definitely want to see as many of our listeners and supporters and stuff. If you are in New York, we want to meet all of you. So we're going to try to figure something out, but we would like to know kind of who's coming through.
Definitely stay tuned, because we definitely have some things up our sleeves.
We do.
For that weekend.
Yes.
We want you all to be a part of it. We want you all to come out and have a good time. For those of you who are in the DMV area, who are in the tri-state area, you guys are technically up the block and you are not exempt.
Yes. We would like to see all of y'all for the biggest party of the summer, and then you got to party with TWG, because nobody throws a better party.
And don't.
Than us, and I think we're thinking about it. But we gotta know, like, you know, if our
the party,
is our fam coming through, is our friends coming through? Like, we want to know. So hit us up. What are you most excited about SummerSlam? What do you think Cardi B is gonna be doing? We want to hear it all. Don't forget, we got Belle Khaliz coming through. So make sure you are always tuned into those Wrestling Girls socials, and of course, you can call our hotline and share and express yourself with us. What's the number, girl?
929-269-2501.
Call us, leave a message, because we do want to we want to play them on the show. We want to acknowledge them. We also would love your input for our next episode that is going to cover more about mental health awareness in wrestling. We'll be recapping Tuesday night's Dark Side episode about Daphne, who's, you know, sadly had a very tragic life in career in wrestling. So we'll be talking about that, and we want to hear from you guys and what you guys think. So make sure you call the hotline and stuff like that. Thank you for tuning in and supporting those Wrestling Girls. It feels really good being back in the studio. We also are cooking up some new merch. So if you have any merch ideas, we also would love to hear from you.
We should bring our contest back.
We should bring our contest back, because you'd be surprised, like, what talented designers are out there. But we definitely want new merch. We definitely want some SummerSlam exclusive merch as well. So yeah, we want to hear from you guys. So
call on all graphic designers and graphic artists. Yes. Please make sure you follow those Wrestling Girls on all social media platforms, where we will give you the official rules to this contest, and where we won't choose the winners, but our fans would choose the winners. Our viewers would choose the winners of which design should go on our shirts. Like, which should be the merch exclusively for SummerSlam season. So make sure y'all follow us. Make sure y'all stay tuned. Make sure you are subscribed to Revolt Creative Network, Revolt Podcast Network, Revolt TV. Make sure you subscribe to TWG on YouTube. We are at 20,000. We are at 2,020 followers on YouTube. Subscribers on YouTube right now. So please continue to watch us. Please continue to subscribe to us. And also, shout out to Wise. Wise Grisette. He is the head of the podcast network, Revolt Podcast Network. I was just on his show behind the mic. And we had fun. We talked about a lot. We talked about things that people may not know about me behind the mic. Like, if I'm not sitting in front of this microphone, in front of a camera. We talked about me having not one, but two masters, with 2 degrees. One being that. How about this? 7 years ago today, I graduated with my master's degree. 7 years ago today. Walked across that stage at Columbia.
For life.
Yes. So we talked about that. We talked about my relationship with God. And everything in between. Of course, we had to throw wrestling in there. Just would be remiss if we didn't. So, yes, please make sure you go check out that latest episode of Behind the Mic with Wise. Also, subscribe to his YouTube page, because his YouTube page is lit. And I threw in my 2 songs on his B-sides playlist on Spotify. You know how to throw the reggae and soca in there. So, period. So, on that note, it's your girl, Krista B.
And Queen P.R.
And we're out of here till next time. Bye.
Bye.
Queen P.R, Krista B, those Wrestling Girls, TWG, Black Excellence, making it effortless. Podcast bringing up women in wrestling. Let's go.